So we'll start with label under a new section, expenses. And just start writing them all down now. So however, if you want to write them all down and then write down the amount, or if you want to write down the amounts as you go, that is up to you. A lot of expenses with the business, especially when you have a bigger one. Okay. So we got mine all written down here, and then you're just going to use the third column over to start listing your amounts. So make sure you don't accidentally skip a column or skip a row. Alright, so I've got all the expenses down. So next thing we've got to do is add all these up for total expenses. So write a line underneath the bottom of the expenses. And we're going to put our total expenses here in the fourth column. So you add all these up, they're going to come out to be, you can do that, or you just write this down, $184,764.54. I'll zoom that in. Still blurry up there on the screen. I'll write this out on the side. That's 184,764. So this should be your total for all of your expenses. So now we're just going to find out what percentage of our net sales, what percentage of our net sales are on total net expenses. So what we would do is we're just going to take this 184,000 and divide it by the 544,000 up here at the top. So got 184,764.54 divided by 544,000. So we've got 33.9%. So if we multiply that by 100, 33.9%. So our total expenses are 33.9% of sales. So now we're going to do this bottom section. So now we've got net income before federal taxes. Net income before federal taxes. I'll abbreviate that. So where we're going to find that is on our worksheet. So we've got net income after federal taxes. That's here in our income statement column in the debit. So we've got our net income after taxes. But if you go up a couple lines, we have our federal income tax expense. So we can just add these two numbers together. So we're going to add our federal tax expense to our net income after federal taxes, and that'll be our net before taxes. So this could be $14,603.79 plus $62,907.35. So that's our net income before federal taxes. So we'll put that in our fourth column right underneath the 184. So now we just need to find out what percentage of our net sales was our net income before taxes. So we're just going to do the same thing with the 77,000 that we did with the 184. Just divide that. We're going to divide that by the 544,000. divide. 544, 814, 72 cents. So 14.2%. For that one. Just put a line in between the two numbers there. So that just leaves us with the last two things. It's now less federal income tax expense. So we'll go back to our sheet. Remember, that's federal income tax expense. That's going to be this $14,603.79. So we'll put that here underneath the 77. And then we've got our last line, net income after federal tax. Net income after federal tax. So you can either subtract the 14,000 from the 77,000, or you can just look here at your worksheet where it says net income after federal tax and write down the 62,907.35. Put a single line underneath that one. And that's the end. So all we got to do now, just, when you get to the completely end of something, just do the double line underneath, and that's it. So there's your income statement. So you can see it's got everything, instead of trying to dig through everything on the worksheet to look at all the different stuff that's on here. If you just want a basic summary, kind of gives you a summary of the business for the year. You've got your income at the top, expenses at the bottom. It shows you your percentages. So see if you need to improve anything. You can kind of look at this at a glance without looking at specific details, and kind of try to identify areas where you might want to make some changes to improve your income, or to cut down on what percentage of your sales are expenses. So it gives you everything, gives the business owner everything right here that they can look at. So there's the work together. Now you can do it on your own. Get it finished up.